Brad, Bill Doyle, Worcester Telegram. How's Jaylen Brown feeling, and is he available tonight?
He's feeling better, and yes, he is available.
Coach, Sherrod Blakely, Comcast Sportsnet. Game 4, second quarter, really, you guys, it was the best second quarter you guys have had really in this series. What was the key to you guys being successful then as opposed to the first 3 games?
Well, I thought we actually didn't play as well in that quarter as probably the first or the last 18 minutes of the game. Obviously, the first 6 minutes of the third quarter were not good. We just gotta keep doing the best job we can at getting back and then finishing plays in that time. You know, it seems like when we're not playing well, there's multiple transition defensive clips in a row that kind of build on top of each other. That was the case in both second quarters in Chicago. And then we got to finish plays. So that's what it looks like when it's not going well. But, you know, I thought, you know, we started off the second quarter well with that group, and I think our second unit's been pretty good in the last couple of games.
Brad, Isaiah Cannon's being inserted into the Chicago starting lineup. Just what does he bring with his quickness and everything else?
Yeah, he's quick, he's tough. He did a good job defending the ball the other night. Plays with active hands, he's strong, really good shooter. He's a good player. Yeah.
Hi, Brad. Paul Flannery, SB Nation. You guys have played small a lot this year, and you're obviously comfortable playing that 5-out style on offense. But what are the concerns defensively when you go that? Is it boards? Is it, you know, what are the sort of main concerns you have defensively when you go that size?
Yeah, I mean, I think anytime that you're smaller, I think rebounding has to become even more of an emphasis. You know, I think that we've switched a lot, and there are certainly some things that can go against you when you do that. But you know, it does allow you to rebound a little bit better if you can keep the ball in front of you. And so there's some give and take there. But you know, our goal is to be, you know, to be a little bit quicker by going small, and then be able to space the floor 1 through 5, and so that was the kind of the impetus behind it. You know, I don't know that we're going to win a rebounding battle by 10, no matter who we play. So I think if we can manage the glass, then whether we're big or small, we probably have about the same opportunity to do that, and so. You know, we just have to be great flying to the ball from the perimeter.
Coach, apropos Isaiah Canaan being in the starting lineup, and they've been talking about, I asked you this the other day about Jimmy Butler calling him a point guard, but that's not really a categorization, is it? I mean, and how does it change the way he might play tonight?
You mean Isaiah being a point and Jimmy off the ball, or Jimmy being a point? I think the bottom line is Jimmy can play anywhere you want him to play, and they play him a lot at the point. So what position that person next to him fills, you know, probably, I'm guessing with them, depends on more skill sets that accentuate their group, and then also defensive decisions, right? So I think that ultimately, you know, Isaiah was good in Game 4. He made it tough on us. And, you know, Jimmy's going to make it tough on us whether he's playing off the ball or in pick and roll with the ball. I mean, he's just a good player, and, you know, he puts you in a tough spot regardless of what role he's playing.
Brad, Joseph Pavone for WEI.com and Causeway Street blog. Terry Rozier has seen a lot of minutes throughout this series. Talk about what he's been able to do for you and what led to this extra production that he's been doing.
Well, it's kind of what we said earlier. You know, we thought we needed to be a little bit quicker. I thought after Game 1 especially, ball handling was a big part of the game. Playing multiple point guards out there at once thought would be more beneficial than not. And you know Terry will fly in and get rebounds. He always has. That's one of the things that he's always been great at. So, again, is it ideal from a size standpoint? Not always, but you just try to make that up with your strengths and then soar with your strengths on the other end of the floor. I do think that the dual point guards in at once, Marcus Terry, Marcus Isaiah, Terry Isaiah, whatever the case may be, has been pretty good because it allows us to get guys with live dribbles the ball, whereas instead of initiating the offense.
Coach Mark D'Amico, Celtics.com. What are the differences in preparing for a player and a team that you don't necessarily have a ton of tape on Isaiah Canaan being in there with these guys throughout the season, especially the way they've been playing over the last few weeks? The differences in that versus preparing for a guy like Rondo being out there with this team, and you've got a lot of tape on that.
He torched a team I coached in 2010 when he was 18 years old. So know all about him, right? So I think ultimately when he became active the other day, we threw that into the pregame edit right away because it made sense. And, you know, we thought maybe we'd see him in that game. Our guys know what he can do. He came in here and played really well last year when he was with Philadelphia. So he's played well against us when he was with Houston in the past. Like, they're really aware of what he does and what he does well.
Pascal Gibanet, Canal Plus Afrique. Coach, with all the emotional aspect in this first round series, what have you learned from your player, from the way they've been able to regroup and rebound after the first two games?
Yeah, I mean, I said last week, sometimes you realize this is just a game. And so I've never been down on our guys. When we were down 2-0 or down 1-0, we didn't play great, but we approached it like it was a game. And we were going to play better because we you know, had a lot of pride, and we knew that we were going to have to play better. But, you know, ultimately our focus is on just that, and our guys have been great, you know, and I think one of the keys to being able to rebound and get those two on the road was they really stayed together, and they really there was easily could have been a time where they would have splintered or pointed fingers or whatever, and there was none of that. Thanks.